Hello everyone, welcome back to Excellence. We've talked about the new Call of Duty recently, and of course, we just have to talk about the new upcoming Battlefield as well. I mean, the game is highly anticipated by a lot of people, including me, but I don't want to get overhyped at games anymore, because of a certain release. So, I'll talk about some ups and downs that might come with this Battlefield. Before we do that, I want to tell you about our Discord server. You can join via the link in the description. If you want to, it will be highly appreciated if you do. With that said, let's begin the video. Let's start off with a few good points of the game so far. The reveal trailer is fucking amazing. I mean, it's probably one of the best game trailers I've ever seen. I know it's just a reveal trailer, but it's just so well done. Props to the team that made that. I mean, it's nicely paced and it's cinematically beautiful. It also has some throwbacks to earlier Battlefield games, which is also an A+ in terms of hyping up the fanbase. Next, I want to talk about the gameplay trailer. It's also pretty fucking good. It looks like Battlefield and that's amazing. Mechanics like the grapple and mid-game loadout change look insanely fun. Also, the overall feel seems entertaining as all hell. I could go on and on at how this game looks amazing, but that's not what we're here for. So let's talk about the problems that I found with it so far. The first is that the game could be overhyped. I mean, Hardline was said to be unique and was of course hyped up, but it flopped terribly. 2042 is trying to be Battlefield while also being unique, so we'll see how that turns out. I mean, I feel like if you hype up the game to be some sort of masterpiece and then it turns out to be just good, it'll definitely give the community blue balls if they were expecting something extraordinary. Next thing I want to talk about is specialists. If you don't know, 2042 will have a specialist system where every operator has his own ability. That of course may improve gameplay or destroy it. I think it's a good approach, but they have to think and work hard on balancing and uniqueness. Of course, if the balancing and uniqueness is good, then that's a plus overall. If it's bad, then that's heavily going to alter the overall feel of the game. Okay, if y'all have been keeping up, you'll know that the release might have a delay because of some problems in development. What these problems are is unknown, but from leaks the game looks kind of bland and uninteresting. I mean, it kinda looks like an upsaturated version of Battlefield 4. I mean, the foliage and grass design looked horrible. It straight up looked like a Unity game. It was uninspired, to put it simply, and yes, I know it's not even an alpha, but think about it. The game plans to release in what, 1-2 months, if the delay doesn't happen of course. I don't think they can really do that much in that amount of time. And also, put it into consideration that half of that time will actually be spent developing the game. Also, if you kept up, the game's source code has already been leaked. What that means is that cheats are already being fucking made before even the beta is out. This is really unfortunate and will mean that even at release the game will be filled with virgin ass cheaters, and since it's a source code leak, the cheats could get pretty brutal. For all the low end homies out there, yes, the PC requirements on the game are pretty intensive. Now that the graphics card and processor prices are high as hell, no one sane can really buy anything. So trying to run this for a lot of PCs is like running Cyberpunk on PSP. Oh, so I'll just buy it on my Xbox or PS4. Yeah, well, there's no crossplay between last gen consoles and PC, so certain events where you'll want to play with friends will become impossible, sadly. These requirements and restrictions will ultimately lower the player base by a fair margin. Lastly, I want to touch on the gameplay. So far, it seems heavily vehicle based, and that's good and bad. I mean, it adds more aggression to the field, but also making the gameplay as a normal soldier kind of annoying when a motherfucking M1 heavy shell kills you from the other side of the map. Also, the gunplay looks sorta stiff, not having too much flexibility when it comes to how you wanna approach things. As well as that, the playtest map's layout is extremely run and gunish, Much like Battlefield 5, where tactical advantage doesn't really matter since you don't have sights on the other flags, so the whole style of Battlefield is already tainted. This of course only applies if every map is similar to this one. And that's probably all I've got to say. I do have some slight nitpicks here and there that I saw watching gameplay, but overall I would say that it shouldn't be overhyped. I mean, yes, the gameplay we've seen is, like I said, not even alpha and it's also a few weeks old, but again, the game is set to release in a little over a month, so how many major problems can they fix in that amount of time? In any case, I really hope this game is a masterpiece and doesn't go down in gaming history as a massive flop. As always, this was Excellence. Have a good one and peace.